Hello everyone, my name is Megan Mann and I'm a member of ClickBank's education team. In this video, we're going to talk about why it's so important to do everything you can to keep your refunds to a minimum. Let's face it, no vendor wants to have a hard-earned sale turn into a refund or chargeback. Refund and chargebacks eat into your profits and create an untrustworthy relationship with your customers. Your goal as an infopreneur is to create a product that your customer finds value in because you want to continue selling products to them over and over. So by keeping your customers happy, you minimize the reasons a customer would request a refund. Another reason you should be worried about refunds is that affiliates would prefer to promote products that have lower refund rates. Affiliates view products with lower refund rates as less risky because the customer is less likely to request a refund they found value in. Lastly, if you have a high refund and chargeback rate with ClickBank, you might be subject to penalty fees, and I know nobody wants to pay these. All in all, knowing ways to reduce the amount of refunds you receive is a key factor in running a profitable and sustainable infopreneurial business with ClickBank. So, to help our vendors maximize their profits by keeping their refunds low, our customer service team has been working hard to record refund reasons for each refund request they handle. In the last year, we have recorded thousands of refund reasons and have spent extensive time analyzing the data in the following categories: vendor problems, problems with the delivery of a product, problems with a charge, the customer's expectations, and subscription issues. Within each of these categories, we have identified the top 10 vendor-specific reasons a customer contacts ClickBank to request a refund. In order, the first reason is because they were not satisfied with the product and/or it was not what they expected. The second reason was that they didn't realize that it was a recurring purchase. The third, they simply just couldn't get the product to work. The fourth reason, they didn't realize it was a digital product. The fifth, they didn't recognize the charge in general. 6, they never received the product. 7, the vendor didn't respond to the customer. 8, the vendor changed the refund ticket to a technical support ticket. 9, the customer could not download the product. And 10, the customer felt that the product was misrepresented and over-promoted. Now you might be thinking, how do I lower my refunds and do I really have the time to do this? Well, as an infopreneur, your goal is to engage with your customers repeatedly so that you can sell to them again and again. If you're not concerned with your refund rate and aren't taking the proper precautionary measures, there is a very little chance you will be able to sell to the same customers over and over again because you've simply just lost their trust. Most people will not give you a second chance if they have had a bad experience with you the first time. With this in mind, we're going to go over some tips that will help you lower your refunds. First and foremost, you need to be easy to contact. Display your customer service email address on your pitch page and thank you page. Any interaction with your customer, provide your contact information. If you do provide customer service over the phone, provide the customer with your phone number and hours of operation so they can speak with you directly. Another great tip is to provide out-of-this-world customer service. Instead of using autoresponders, address each customer's issue individually. It goes without saying, but you always want to be courteous, polite, and professional when replying to all customer inquiries. It's definitely a great idea to address the customer by their name. It adds a great personal touch. When responding to customer inquiries, we ask that you please respond within 24 to 48 hours. By providing this impeccable customer service, you're building the credibility with your customer. The third tip I want to talk to you about today is to provide an honest and detailed description of your product. Make sure that your customer knows exactly what they're getting so their expectations are met and even exceeded. If the product is delivered digitally, make that very clear on your pitch page and thank you page. Clearly state the price of your product so there is no confusion there. If the product is a recurring subscription, then please clearly state what the initial cost is going to be, what the future cost will be, and how often and when the customer is going to be charged. If there's a special software program the customer needs to access your product, you definitely want to make them aware of that. If the product cannot be delivered immediately after the purchase is made, then you want to make sure that the customer is clearly aware of when and how they're going to receive that product. And it's also just a great idea to provide any detailed instructions, if necessary, on how the customer can access that product. One of our last tips is to find out why customers are returning your product. By speaking with your customers through social media outlets or through email, you can find out the reasons people are returning your product. Once you know why people are returning your product, it makes it a lot easier to make fixes to your product, your pitch page, and even your thank you page to reduce those refunds. It's also a great idea to have a friend or a family member perform a test purchase while you watch. This gives you and your friend or family member the ability to see what the customer experience is going to be like so that you can address any problems from the very beginning. Despite your best efforts, it's unlikely that you will be able to please every customer. However, by working to improve your refund rate, customers will be more likely to buy from you in the future. And most importantly, fewer refunds equals more money in your pocket. I want to thank all of you for listening in on this video, and I hope you implement these great tips in order to lower your refunds.